Hey guys, welcome to my channel. You guys know the vibes. Let's get pretty in tune. Y'all do me a favor before we get started. Go ahead and like, subscribe, and comment. Hit that notification button and show your girl some love a dubby. Let's get ready to try and grow this channel. And each like will help me expand, and I truly appreciate it. But come on, let's go ahead and get to it. I want to also let you all know if you trying to start a business, if you need help in monetizing, bringing traffic to your websites, your e-commerce or blogs, or if you actually need help with hosting or even creating a e-commerce store, um, Pretty in Tune Agency is here to help you. For restaurants, this is major key, especially during this pandemic. Um, Grubhub is very expensive. You can cut out the middleman of Grubhub and you can get ready and get started in your very own business. Um, you can go ahead and get that up and running right now. I'm fit to show a quick video.
Are you having a difficult time because you've been forced to close your doors? Due to the current lockdown, has your business income dropped off to just about nothing? Yes, some businesses are having a difficult time, but others are thriving. We want to see you thrive. We notice that you don't have an online ordering system for your business. You're missing out on potential income every day you move forward without one. We need to push forward and adapt. Businesses that are using online ordering are excelling while others are falling behind. We would love to share more about how an online ordering system could help your business drastically. Simply follow the directions below to learn more.
Okay, so that is major key, guys. That will help you be you will have the ownership of your own ordering system, which you can now hire drivers instead of going through a middleman like Uber Drive to handle that part. This is a new system, guys. You can cut out the middleman. You can actually hire more people, and with the economy right now, it would be a help to your community. So definitely, if you have any questions and if you want me to go into full details and get into depth and literally you can have your order system up and running today, literally. Again, you can email me at www dot, I mean, not w, I don't know why I always about to say the website of my order system, but you can go to email me at prettyintuneagency@gmail.com. Again, prettyintuneagency@gmail.com. It's also up in my bio. Yes, guys. So let's go ahead and get forward, guys. Now that we got that out the way, our sponsors, let's go ahead and get to it. So the topic is these people are still in that sucking place and still can't get out. Now, what made me bring up this topic, y'all, because I've been getting hella downloads, but you know how I've been like church up on the move. I've been like doing a lot, y'all, and I've been trying to balance out my life and so I haven't been able to really like do these videos like as I should. So now I'm back at it and it's like I'm multitasking right now as well. So I just got my workout in. I'm going through a shift. So I had a dream, y'all. I had this dream and it was like I literally had time travel back into like the slavery days. And it was like my family was there and but everything was slavery, like hick, like literally it felt so weird. It felt like the fucking sucking place. Everything was old, outdated. Like it was like the weirdest shit ever. And we was literally going up on this little quest. And it was like we had to It was like a game to me. It felt like a game because we had to go climb up these things, then we had to go to this pivot, and we all like running trying to get up out. And I've been a dream. I'm like, what the fuck am I at? And then I'm like, why does this feel like the sucking place? Because y'all know when I be dreaming, I be aware that I'm dreaming as well. So I be like real aware of like what's going on. I'm like, where the fuck am I at? That's what I'm saying of being a dream. Like, how did I get here? Then I realized as I was like running with my family up on all these quests and doing all this game shit because we had to climb shit. I had like one of those games where they have you where you run into B time. You got to climb up here. You got to jump over there. You got to climb through there. Like that was the type of crest it was, you know. And it was like, what the? It was weird, but it was very ancient. Then we bypassed all this ancient slavery ass shit. It was just a weird. I'm trying to explain it the best I can. You know what I'm saying? The best I can to kind of make it make sense. Uh, so I've been a dream. I'm like, man, fuck this shit. I'm like, I ain't going with it because it was like we was running up on all these quests and had to jump through all these loopholes. I'm like, I ain't fit to follow their asses no more. So I left my motherfucking family. Know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm fit to get out. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, I'm not fit to be up in here. I'm fit to get the fuck out. P. I ain't fit to be doing this shit with them. Where the fuck am I? So I started going with them, and I wound up going my own way from my family. So I woke up. I'm like, damn, that was the most weirdest. I'm like, it was so ancient. Like, how the people was really like that. Like up in the like, like them old ass movies, how the people was just weird and hit and like programmed. That's how the fuck it was. So once I woke up, I'm like, damn, I wound up going my own way. And that just let me know a lot of you all, a lot of you chosen ones, a lot of you chosen ones, you all, that is happening to you right now. Up in this reality, a lot of the people a lot of your friends, a lot of your family members, they are still up in that sunken place. They are still operating off of traditions, spells, and curses, generational curses. Now, y'all already know I kind of like touch upon that pedophile shit that have been going on with generation and how it kind of affecting. You can see how it's kind of impacting them in a older life, how they move, the patterns. And many of us has been touched when we were younger. You know, either some type, even if you wasn't getting like penetrated, you was being touched on, whether it was being fundering or something of that nature, just to make you feel uncomfortable. That type of energy, you feel me? It don't have to be full blown someone raping you and all that other stuff. You was just being touched, fondled upon. They knew it wasn't right, and they was fondling upon you, whether they was fondling up on you with their hands or wherever, you know. But this is something that's real that has been happening, and not only have those curses have been laid upon us, uh, generation curse, and you can see the pattern of people who haven't dealt with that, because some people still won't even acknowledge those things happen to them. Some people haven't even been open up to even talk about what have happened to them. And if you were to talk about something, and it could trigger others around you, it's like they no, we not going. It's like they still hiding it. They don't want to be open, and you will become a target because now they feel like the family secret. Some of these people are, up in this position where they have high authority, a lot of respect, but a lot of these motherfuckers got a dark side to them. A lot of these people are up in a fucking sucking place. A lot of these people are move up in a sucking place. Have you ever, especially you chosen ones, I know that you are aware, but Divine Collective, have you ever have been around toxic family members? And it's not like it's one toxic family member. It's like most of them are operating up in that energy, and it's like you the only one who's like, wait a minute, this not right. Why are y'all doing this? Why are y'all operating like this? So now you become that outcast because you no longer is fighting because they half of them, some of them just toxic. Some of them know that if they do not be toxic like the rest of the bunch, they will become a target or outcast. Then you have the narc. The narc is the one that is the head bitch or head man up in charge. Okay, this could be the one who are could be watching the kids for them. They have some type of leverage over them that makes them consumed to them. So it's like it be that type of energy. So a lot of them conform, or a lot of them don't want to be the outcast. Don't don't want to be um shame or sharm. You know, um don't want to be the target. So then they go along with the toxicness. And then by them going along with the toxicness, they literally become it at their point. Now they become of what they're around because you are a product of your environment. If you stay around something too long, eventually you're going to become it and it's going to be normal of you. Whereas first, as you come into it, you like resistful and you fight against it. It's like one foot in and one foot out. But eventually, as you stand up in that toxicness, you become it, right? So you're gonna get many people who gonna target you, chosen ones. You know, you're gonna get uh um when you don't go with the bunch. I'm just realizing this up in general. When you become the outcast, when you become learning how to start thinking for yourself, when you don't care about if a person have authority or if they feel like they have authority, they still can't move you, they still can't rock you, they still can't conform you. You become the outcast, and all these people get placed up in this sunken place because it is a bunch of monkey see monkey do. It's a bunch of follow the leader, and all of them following one another into an even darker place. Have you ever been around people who just was conformed to just outrageous? They will condemn you. I get condemned for being righteous. I get condemned for thinking for self. I get condemned for standing up in my power. I get condemned because I don't want to settle. We living up in a world where people want to bind you to things. They want you to conform to things. They want you to become things. Oh well, now we live in more so up in a polygamy world instead of a monogamy world. Everyone is poly. Whether you want to be poly or not, you is part a poly relationship. Some of you openly, some of you unopenly, but it's just a poly relationship. Now, because I choose not, and that's not all men. So let's not get it twisted. This is not everybody, okay? This is not everybody. You still got people who is operating of that loving energies, justice for one another. I see it all the time as well. I see old school love around me, and that because I know I'm operating of it. So I know I'm going to eventually see it. All men's are, it's some men who really love their motherfucking woman. I see it all the time. They really love their woman, cater to their woman, treat their woman like a queen, handle they woman how they supposed to handle them. It's still mans like that does exist. But then you have people who want to project when you don't want to, move how they move, or if especially if they want your energy, especially if they want you to be a part of some type of cult with them, or some type of a part of some type of cult. They will get mad at you. They'll target you. They'll get mad because you don't want to settle for certain type of men. You don't want to be up in poly relationships. You don't want to be brainwashed. You don't want to. You think for self. You no longer operate of the world. Everything is divine. You know you know how sacred it is. If God wanted us with numerous of partners, our body will work like that. I just know of science. I know when a man literally penetrates more than one woman, and especially if he is having intercourse with that woman raw, he could bring that person a yeast infection. Yeast infection being untreated can then turn into cervical cancer. So if my father operate with science, if a man indulge with one more than one woman, he can then bring that woman trichomonas, STDs, cervical cancer. I know that that's not righteous. It's not sacred. Scars is when it's sacred, it's protected, it's divine, it's holy, right? So once you move in of a divine operating of divine and scars and protected and righteousness, you no longer indulge in piling. But a lot of these people have got so consumed because they know at this point that's all they can get. They know at this point that's all that's out there. And eventually, like I say, if you be around something long enough, and if you be around certain teachers long enough, you will conform to it. You would no longer think for self. You could have start operating at the beginning of it. No scars energy. I want that, but eventually you had to conform to it. So because I don't conform to it, and I would rather be Solomon and keep myself sacred and keep myself self scars, I become a target that can make people target you. Anything that you operate that you ain't conforming to, and you is thinking for self, you not being hypnosis. Everything is spell work. Everything is hypnosis. And hypnosis ain't shit but conforming you to think something that you wasn't thinking before. You now become of a spell of a curse, or some people can even place curses upon you, generational curse that keeps you up in this hypnosis state. You know, you can't even see that what you doing is wrong. It's not righteous. Is not of God. It's not of the divine. It's not of righteousness. Universal laws is black and white. It's no gray areas. You Most kids learn right from wrong by the age of 2 or 3. You teach a toddler at 1 not to touch something. By the age of 2 or 3, that toddler gonna adapt and know not to touch something. And as you evolve, as you keep growing, as your frequency, as your consciousness keep rising, you automatically start learning right from wrong. So a lot of people know the difference between right and wrong, but they have hypnotized themselves. They have hypnosis themselves to conform to things that they know are wrong, but then they try to empower it. No, it's this, and then they try to put this empowerment movement behind it to make it empower something that is wrong, but you know right from wrong. And when you're not up that spell work, and when you're not hypnotized, you become a target. It make people envy you as well, because now you is operating like of laws, divine laws, and you could trigger people. When you operating of this righteous energy and you no longer going with the crowd, you can literally trigger people. It's like you is awakening they demons. Once you start talking about certain things, you can awaken demons. And no, I have not been married. I do wish to find my divine counterpart to become married. But when I become married, it's going to be something righteous. It's going to be something divine. It's going to be something that's operating of pure scarce energy. I can't operate off a scarce energy with a person that is a cheater. I can't operate a scarce energy with a person that is a manipulator. Okay, because if I'm scarce and you now bring it outside, because anytime you bring outside energy into something scarce, now you contaminate it. It's no longer of God. And even though you can try to stay operating of that energy, because your mate is at a low vibrational energy, now you lower your vibrations. When this man penetrate in an entity that could be a Jezebel entity, but this woman do a lot of evil shit. You know, you have many Jezebels energy that act like they so righteous, that act like they even can talk the talk, but damn sure behind the scenes they ain't walking what they saying they walking. What they preaching and what and how they living do not be matching up behind the scene. Behind the scenes, there's something you won't see. That's why they call Jezebels. They talk a good game. It sound real sweet. They words sound real, but it's not nothing of what they are. And these people are very evil. These people are very vindictive. These people are witches, warlocks. There's nothing wrong with witches and warlocks. You have good witches, you have bad warlocks, evil warlocks, and good warlocks. But these people operate of low vibration evilness. They use their powers and their gifts for to manipulate, to scam, to create illusions, right? These could be people who always putting spell work up on people, even though they don't know, they don't even know how to handle their gifts. When you have these type of gifts and God move you of a higher vibration, you almost gotta move like Christ. You gotta move like Jesus. You gotta be patient with your neighbors. You can't be just doing spell work. The only time you need to be doing spell work upon a person is when they trying to harm you or doing a lot of demonic shit and putting that shit up on you. Then you send that shit right back to that bitch. You send it right back to the owner. But just off of envy and hate, and no one didn't do any foul play to you. A lot of these people are being stripped of their gift during this time as well. As we keep rising consciousness, these people is being stripped of their power, and they don't even have the juice like that. They wonder why they don't got the juice like that, bitch. Because you wasn't it. At one point, these people had the juice, and now these people are doing any and everything to try to get that feeling back, to get that juice back. But they don't know that once they had the juice, the ancestors seen how they handle it, and they got stripped of their powers. They got stripped of their gifts, and they no longer can access it. They no longer have the juice, but they'll do anything. They'll rob, they'll kill, they'll manipulate, they'll sell their soul to get the juice. Y'all got to get out this second place. A lot of these people are so deep down inside them that it is a whole different entity that is working their avatar. That's not them. A lot of these people are filled with demonic ass spirits. Filled with these people have been hunting back demonic ass spirits since they was younger. I'm telling you, since they was younger, they was dealing with a demonic ass spirit upon them. But now that demonic spirit, as they got older, are now their avatar. They deep down there. Now everything they move is very they because they be very secretive. How they move is like it being secret. You ever known people? Let's say if a person smoke or a person drink. Some people they can be very open. You have some people. I'm not talking about those people. Those people, even if they might do something that could be low caliber, they would tell you, "This is me. I drink, I get high, I do this. Either you gonna like it or you don't. Period." You have people who literally give their bodies away. They not ashamed of it. Yeah, I sell pussy for a living. This how I move. This is how I groove. This is what is it. I can't get mad at them because that's really them. You feel me? Even though it could be something that's low vibration, that's them operating of that. That's their truth. You feel me? That is their truth though, and they stand in it. Whether a motherfucker like it or not, they gonna operate up in their truth. They not wearing no masks. But then you have people who literally be very promiscuous, sell good tuna, drink, smoke, and they hide and do it. You have to be very careful of people who like hiding their truth and can't stand up in their truth because these people they hide a lot of things, and those are people that have lots of skeleton up in their closet. These people that have a persona of this righteous Jezebel as energy, but behind the scenes they ain't nothing like that. You have to be careful of people who hide and do things so sneakily. They can't stand up in their power. They can't stand up in their truth. Half of the times they are ruled by demonic ass entities. These be no longer these people. They have learned to master the art of covering up that motherfucking entity that has now consumed them. And that's why every night they fight demons. They going against what they want, like the persona of who they are, and that demon who actually rule them. Bitch, get out that sucking place. They still stuck. Generation curse, how they move, they mindset with money, how they think, how they operate, how they build, how they function. Get out that sucking place. Y'all, it get deep, y'all. It get deep. It get deep when you're not going down the rabbit hole with these people. And the ones that's not going down the rabbit hole, you are normally the black sheep. You are normally the person who breaks generational curses. You are normally the one who stand alone. You are normally one who was Jesus and they put you up on that cross and they whoop you. A lot of you chosen ones, you had to wear the cross. You had to carry that bitch up on your back. People condemn you. People talked about you. People judge you. People mock you. A lot of you all had to walk this journey alone. It just seemed like, man, everywhere I go, they just don't get me. They just don't get me. It's not that they don't get you. It's just that all these people is underneath the spell. They all is underneath hypnosis. And you the only one who can see. A lot of these people are going through life blind, but you can see the illusion. You can see through this matrix. You can see these entities, these demonic ass spirits that is being these people. You can see it. And these demonic energies, actually fear you. That's why they do a lot of things to try to destroy you because they scared that you might reveal who they are. You might destroy them. You might call down who they are deep down because they in there deep down. But that entity took over. That entity scared that you might wake them up, that good part of them up, that who they really are. They might wake up and now they might want to evolve. They might want to start rebuking that demon up in them. They might want to start fighting against it. So they come against you. It really don't be them, it be that entity up in them. It be that demon up in them. Because who they are is up in a sunken place. They stuck up in they Akashi file. They deep down there. And they know that you might can tap into their Akashi records and now you can wake them up to what the fuck is going on. And then that's when they become enlightened. And that's when they become, because each man can be reborn of their sins and become whole new. They could become Christ-like. That's when they start being filled with the Spirit, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. They become one with self. That's when they become enlightened. And everything that's not of them, everything that is low vibration, they start being, they no longer operate of love lower self. They start becoming their higher self. And the reason why it takes 3 days of Jesus, that is a fine thing, because every three is very powerful. It's when you become one with self. It's when your spiritual self come into alignment with your authentic self. That's your physical self. That's like your personality. Then you have your righteous self, but you made them become one. A lot of people are battling against who they are and who they think they should be. A lot of people are fighting against this demonic spirit in them. So they ain't one with self yet. But when you become one with self, you literally will become rebirth within 3 days. That's when you become one with self. Is when you become fully up in alignment with your righteous self and your physical self, your authentic self, and you made one with it. And that's that point. And that's why you have the 3 points. And that's where you get that pyramid. Now you able to see. Now you able to see through the illusion. Now you are woke. You no longer been that sucking place. You no longer hiding up in your Akashic records. Your pineal gland is wide open. You tapped into that shit. Now you know who you are. And now you getting downloads from your ancestors. Because now you got that yin and that yang and that chi flowing. Because you haven't been fully up in alignment. You won. All your chakras is going off now. And now you able to get the downloads. You able to hear things clear. You able to see things clear. You are now one. You no longer up in that sucking place. Y'all stay woke, y'all. This the message for today. Show your girl some love. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey y'all, and if it don't and remember, if it don't apply, let it fly. If you know you is living up on your path and you doing what God told you to do, this ain't for you. But if you feel triggered, 9 times out of 10, this message was for you. Period. I love you guys. I send you all peace, love, and healing. Take care, family. And remember, if God is for you, who the fuck can be against you? Nobody, baby. Nobody. Stay pretty in tune, family. Love you. Mwah.